James, finally the first game of the season, Rotherham at home, huge game. Looking forward to it?
Absolutely, yeah. I think the boys are so excited after 12 weeks of hard work to finally get out there and get on with the task, and also to have Rotherham as well. I mean, we had two really tough games against Rotherham last year, and we came off on the wrong side of both results. And obviously they finished the season absolutely flying. So it's going to be a good test for both teams.
I was speaking to Mike Friday earlier in the week, and he was saying that as a club we've got a massive respect for Rotherham for what they achieved last year.
Yeah, huge. I think Lee Blackett's a very astute coach, and they've got a group of boys there that work incredibly hard for each other. So, I mean, they're going to come down and have a crack. We watched their pre-season friendlies, and they've got lots of endeavour, lots of spirit, and they can play rugby. So, they're going to be a tough opposition.
Do you expect them to be there or thereabouts again this season?
I think so. I think there's probably a handful of teams that can cause trouble in the Championship, and we saw last year with teams beating the top teams. We were one of those guys from the middle of the pack that could compete with the boys at the top, and Rotherham is certainly one of those teams as well. So I think there's going to be probably half a dozen teams all vying for the top 4 positions, so it's going to be exciting, and someone's going to want to get their head out in front nice and early. We're going to make sure hopefully it's us and not them.
Now, looking at the team you've selected, there's 6 players making their competitive debuts. In the front row we've got Mark Lilly and Ben Prescott. We've got new players in the second row as well, James Phillips and Adam Buchanan. And in the back three we've got Peter Lydon at fullback and Matt Williams in the wing. It'll be a big day for these 6. Absolutely.
I think the front 5 in particular, we wanted to go out and recruit some big, tough, resilient boys, so we could have a balance to our game. And when we've got people like Pete Lydon and Matty Williams in the back 3, we can hopefully trouble teams from 1 to 15. So really excited to see what the boys can do. They've all settled in. I mean, you're talking about them being debutants, but they've been here for 12 weeks and they're very much part of the fabric of the squad now. So it's going to obviously be a big day for them. First game at home at the RAA, and hopefully they'll enjoy it and turn on performance.
Chevy Pennycook's back fit. He was injured at the end of last season, so it's back to tried and trusted in the back row. Yeah. Mark, Chevy and Neil Best.
Yeah, the trident, they're back together. Yeah, it's been a long time since those boys have played together, and they all get on, and they're a good bunch, and they bring the best out of each other. So really, really pleased to have Chevy back fit and Bestie playing well, and to get the old man out there as well. So we're really looking forward to see what they can do on the back of the big front 5 who are under pressure to perform. And if we can get everything together, then hopefully the boys will do the best they can and see how far we get.
Interesting selection in the midfield as well. Ollie Grove partnering PJ Gidlow in centre. A new pairing there. What are your thoughts and the reasons behind that?
It's not really new. I think those boys played together a lot last year. PJ's been one of our standout boys in pre-season. He's led from the front in the training sessions, and Groves, he's very good at 13, both in attack and defence. So it's not really a new centre pairing. I mean, they've played together a lot in the last couple of seasons, but they're supplemented with Matty Williams and Pete Lydon and Danny Newton, who played exceptionally well last week against Glasgow. Our performance is nowhere near perfect, and the boys, they know they're under a bit of pressure to get things together this week, and the boys are really looking forward to it.
Yeah. Weather looks set fair for Saturday as well, so as you say, we've got a lot of pace in certainly the back 3 with Matt and Mal, so you'll be hoping they get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, I hope so, and I hope they finish. I think the guys, like I said, we're trying to get a balance to our game, and the opportunities that the backs get, they're gonna try and make the most of them. And the boys have worked really hard through pre-season, looking at their skills and their set plays, and Rico's hopefully going to bring the best out of them. They're certainly going around the place with the spring in their step, as you want your back 3 boys to be, and they're cheeky and they want to get the ball and they want to play. So they've got to be able to do a little bit for us to take the pressure off the big boys up front, and that everyone wants to share the load and get their hands on the ball, so it's fantastic.
Has there been a different atmosphere in the build up to this week, given it's the first competitive match of the season? Absolutely,
yeah. I think there's obviously excitement and also a little bit of fear. There's an expectation on the group from inside that we want to put a good account of ourselves, and the guys are sort of aware of what we're capable of from the 12 weeks training, and now they know there's league points on offer on Saturday, and they've got to go out and get it and get the job done.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.